friends, it's Cindy Brumbaugh from CindyLeeBDesigns.com, Independent Stamping Up Demonstrator. Today I have a twisted easel card for you. Very simple card to make. If it's looking a little familiar to you, you'll recall I did a gift card holder using the same set and the same papers that had a gift card holder like this. Well, I was looking at this because I had to make one of these for my daughter, and then I came across a twisted easel card, and I thought, gosh, I can just kind of case myself and use the same stamp set, add a little bit here and there, make it a little different, but make an easel out of it. So super simple to make. So we're going to be using that Cup of Christmas bundle that has the Cup of Christmas stamps in it, and the dies are the Cup of Cheer dies, the Cup of Cheer dies. So when we start with this card here, I'm going to change it up. I picked the wrapped in plaid paper. This one I haven't used the navy paper yet. So I pulled the colors of Cherry Cobbler and Shaded Spruce and the Night of Navy on there, but on this card I'm going to change up the little bit of the colors here, so we'll see how it's going to end up looking. So you're going to start out with an 8.5 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, so 8.5 by 4 1/4. You're going to score it at 4 1/4 so that you have a square. Now whenever you have that square made, I'm going to bring out my new Stampin' trimmer. Oh gosh, love it, love it. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your paper, and it was of course at 8.5, but we're going to score it at the 4 1/4 mark, right? So we scored it here. So once we have it scored, we're going to put, I'm going to do it this way here. You're going to put 1 point of this square into your groove and 1 point down into the edge of the groove here. So hopefully you can see that okay. Let me take a look at the camera. And then you're just going to take your scoring tool and you're going to go down and make a diagonal. So look at the paper. Again, you'll have that score line already there. So then put your paper going this way so that you end up putting that triangle there. And it's just simply putting 1 point there and then the score line that you made the 4 1/4 right into that groove, and then you score right there. Super simple, especially with the trimmer. I love my trimmer for that. And then you'll see that this is going to be the way that it pops up there. It just slides right up there. Okay, so now on the inside of the card, I just put a place here for you to write your sentiment here, your to and from. You could also put it on the back if you want. And then I just put some plaid down here as well. So let's just take a look here at these pieces. Now, all the measurements for my projects are on my blog, CindyLeeBDesigns.com. I have the link to this card on my blog at the end of the YouTube description there, so you can just press that link. It'll take you right there. You'll see all the materials and the measurements. So we're going to have a 4 by 4 square on the inside of the card. So 4 by 4 of Whisper White, and we are going to put a piece of 4" by 1.5 inches of the plaid. Now I have this a little bit cut a little bit bigger because I'll just trim it off, and I didn't need to save that piece there, so I just went ahead and I cut it just a little bit. So you're just going to want to cover up the white, and that's what I think I was a little want to make sure that I covered the white on both sides. And you'll see you'll have a little, this is perfect here, but a little bit is hanging off of there. So all you have to do is, my friend Patty Sharkey made me this cute little scissor charm. So I love to remind myself of that sweet lady, Patty. And then you just trim off that piece there, and then that's going to be going in here. But you'll notice on the card, I put a little glitz on that inside. It seemed like it needed some bit of an accent right in the middle. So I just took a scrap. Of course, you always have these little scraps. This is a little scrap of the gold foil. So I am just going to put some adhesive. No, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'll use my Tombow here on this. I think I can get a nice little stream of Tombow across there. Just a little bit. And I'm going to do it before I adhere it to the inside of my card. That way, if this piece of gold is a little longer, like my plaid was, I can, oh, but look, it's just perfect. So there we go. We've got that gold. Look how dressed. Now, you know what? There is No, I think that is good. Okay, we're going to pop that into the inside of our card. And what a nice inside. I first had it just white and I was like, oh, we need to jazz that up a little bit. So here we go. And it gives you plenty of room to write a little holiday message or something, or a to and a from. So you'll just put it there so that you have your 1/8 inch border the whole way around, the 4x4, and then the 1.5x4 of the wrapped in plaid. So that's the inside of the card. So the outside of the card, we're just going to build up this cute little set here, this with the cup. Now you'll notice I already die cut this gold poinsettia out of my gold because we're going to be covering it up and you can't see through there. And this is going to be going on the front of the card. And this is 4x4 as well. The Knight of Navy is a 4x4 square, which I guess I could just say a 4-inch square. So I die cut out a Cherry Cobbler cup. It seemed to me on both of these cards, the navy, when I put the navy even on this card, it just kind of got lost in the navy paper. So I did a Cherry Cobbler on this one as well. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put this designer paper right over our gold foil. Now our gold foil is a 3¼ inch square and our plaid is 3 inch. Now, why is that cool to be 3 inches? Because these are, the wrapped in plaid comes in 6x6 sheets. So when you cut it in half, you could get 4 of the squares out of that. So I went from that being 3 inches by 3 inches for the plaid square. Then that was 3¼ by 3¼ for the gold. And then it just made a nice border around here because this is 4 inches by 4 inches. So now all we have to do is pop that onto the front of the card. Now, the key with putting this, well, you know what, let's put together the front first before we put it on there. So like I said, I just cut out a cup, and then that gold that came out from the bottom underneath here, I have this pretty poinsettia here. Now, these little gold things in the middle, oh gosh, biology's slipping my mind now. I should know these. But these little pistils or stamens or something in there, they will pop out. But I put a tiny little piece of Scotch tape because I wanted to keep them on the inside because I think they look great that way. So what we're going to do is just put a little bit of Tombow on a couple places on the poinsettia. Not like all over, because we all know what happens with glue. It just gets crazy there. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to put that onto my cup. Just put that onto the cup. And I've jazzed up that cup there. I'll just hold it down. There we go. And then I wanted to add some shaded spruce in here. So I used the little holly leaves here. Okay. As on this one, this die set has these little leaves here, and I put them on this card. I used these little leaves here, but I really liked these holly leaves here, so I wanted to try those. So as you can see, I put them off to the left side of the cup, and I put a little sentiment here on the right side of the cup. So what you can do here is just on this back side of the cup, put some adhesive, put some snail right along there, and then just attach your holly leaves. There we go. And then I went ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of there. And I stuck 4 of them on there, 1 in each of the corners. I love to have gift card holders for the holidays. It's just always need one. Or some of my kids will say, oh, I just want a gift card for my boss. Or, oh, I need one of these. Like my daughter's in school right now, back in nurse anesthesia school. And she's like, I need something to thank one of my teachers. And so it's just really nice to be able to pop in a little Starbucks gift card or something. So it's nice to have these on hand at Christmas time. So here we are. We've got the front of our card here. And we're just going to pop on the little sentiment, enjoy. Now I went ahead and used Knight of Navy ink on here, and I cut it out with the smallest of the stitched nested dies. I love those. And this was just adorable to put right there to have the enjoy. And now we're going to put it onto the front of the card. Now you'll recall we want it to be open here, so you're not going to put any adhesive on this part of the card or this part. So the adhesive is only going to go on the lower right corner. Now, we are going to have a border around it, and I'm 1/8 inch border all around the card when the recipient gets it. So we're going to have to think, where do we want to have this? So I found it easiest, and I'm going to use tear and tape, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I want this to be a gift card holder. So take a piece of tear tape. Now this is the corner. It's going to be on this right side and the bottom. Okay, that's where it's going to be adhered on there. So I got to remember that. So it's on these sides. Okay. Do you ever have to do that? You just have to make sure that you're doing, okay, it's these two sides here. So here and here. Now I'm going to take it the whole way down to the edge, but I'm not going to take it the whole way up on here or the whole way to here. Okay, because I'm kind of making a pocket here. And once again, see, I already forgot how I'm doing this. This is the other side. So I'm putting a piece of the tear and tape over there. Okay, so now I have the tear and tape on the floor. All right, Archie and Lucy would have found that tomorrow, and then I would have been chasing them around trying to get it. So we're just going to take off that protective covering that's on our tear tape so that we can, come on. It's just like coming back from our convention. Everybody's like, it takes so long to get this off in a video. But when you're not doing a video, it comes off so easily. Okay, come on. There we go. I got it. Yay. Okay, so now we have that tear tape, and you'll notice it's not going the whole way to the edge. You want to have like, you know, at least 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch, and then you're going to adhere it to the front of your card. Just get a nice 1/8 inch border the whole way around all 4 sides, and it's adhered on the right side and the bottom side. Now, you would have thought, why didn't she put one across this triangle? Well, the reason I didn't finish off that triangle there is I want to use this as a gift card. I mean, of course it's going to be used as a gift card because it's a cup of Christmas cheer. So you can literally use a gift card. This, of course, is a used hotel card, but you can pop a gift card right in there. So you just pop it right in the back because you've created a little pocket there. Nice. Now you need that mechanism for the easel to sit on. And what I did here on this card, as you can see, I just put sending you a cup of cheer. And then, of course, like I said, you open the easel up and you can pop your gift card in there. So what we're going to do is stamp the cup of cheer in shaded spruce. That brings out all the colors on the card. The shaded spruce is now on there, and we're just going to put some adhesive on the back. This is a 1 3/4 inch circle. Now I did use my 1 3/4 inch circle punch, but I used the layering circle dies, and this was 1 7/8. So it just gives it a nice little border there, and doing some blue. And I chose the blue because the blue on the front of the card, then I'm carrying it through. You're seeing green, blue, and Cherry Cobbler. On this one, of course, you're seeing the same thing. You're seeing the shaded spruce, you're seeing the Cherry Cobbler, and the Night of Navy. So I kind of like, I'm a little particular about those things there. So then you want to put this up on dimensionals so that you have something for that easel to sit on. So there we go. And I went ahead and put 4 dimensionals on that so that it really had a stable base on it and it wasn't going to be tilting to one side, because you really want it to stay raised and straight for the easel part. So all you do is just say, where would I like that to be? And I put it a little bit more down on the plaid. And then it just holds up your cute little front of your card that, of course, has the gift card in the back. So this is a little, fun little take on the twisted easel card, but made it a gift card holder. So as you can see, I just used that beautiful wrapped in plaid paper. I still have some. I think I better order another pack just to have it on hand. I love it. It's such a great one. It would be great for masculine cards too. Like, it reminds me of like golfing and those beautiful plaids. We have a new golfing set coming out in the mini catalog that will come out in January, and so that's going to be a fun one too. I'm sure you're going to be seeing it on blogs and everything. So as you can see, you can change up the colors. I just changed these two here. If you have any questions, you can always email me at cindyleeb@gmail.com. You can always call me or text me at 724-323-2296. I love hearing from you. If you end up making one of these, especially if you make it with a different stamp set, I love to see your take on it. If you happen to put flowers on here and a different sentiment, I love when I open up my text messages and I've got a beautiful picture from somebody. I really appreciate that. Once again, you can go to my blog, cindyleebdesigns.com. You'll find the measurements and the products I use, and you can go to my online store 24/7. If you love this video, well, even if you just liked it, give me a thumbs up. That's awesome. And if you have any questions, just look at underneath the description and you'll see the link that goes to my blog, and you'll have all the materials actually listed on there too. Thanks for buzzing by, friends.